What's going on, everybody? It's your boy AJ, aka the Santa Fe Bomber, and we're coming at you with the latest episode in the Quick Hit series. This week, UFC Sao Paulo. We got Jailton Almeida versus Derrick Lewis. It might not be the matchup we saw coming against Curtis Blades, but Jailton Almeida is going to show up and do his damnedest against the Black Beast. It's going to be a fun one, folks. Let's jump right into it. All right, folks, like I said, starting us off in the main event, Jailton Almeida versus the Black Beast, Derrick Lewis. The question that everybody is asking right here, will Jailton Almeida solidify himself as the new dog in the heavyweight division, especially being a lighter, heavyweight? He used to fight in the light heavyweight division. Now he's not having to cut the weight, but he has to deal with the weight disadvantage it's going to be against him in the Black Beast, who needs to cut down to the 265 weight limit, and especially with the athleticism, the charisma, the bounce, really, that Derrick Lewis presents. This guy does not believe in jiu-jitsu. Will Jailton Almeida be the one to show him that jiu-jitsu is the king of the ground game, or will Derrick Lewis just stand up and do what he does best and land those big bombs coming in from the side? We're gonna see. I don't expect this one to go into decision, folks. I'm banking on this one ending at least first round, if not the first half of the second round. Don't blink, because this one's gonna be a really fun fight. All right, next one up, we got Gabriel Bonfim, man, 15-0. Bonfim, the older, the bigger of the Bonfim brothers, going against Nicholas Doby. A lot of people are sleeping on Doby for this one, folks, but do not sleep on him, because Nicholas Doby has fought the who's who, and he's won some, he's lost some, but he's seen it and done it all in the octagon. He's not going to be surprised by what Bonfim has to offer, and what Bonfim has to offer is that ground game, is the sneaky submissions. But what I like most about this fight, Bonfim's going to bring the pressure from the jump, get into that crazy, wild, frantic kind of fight that he likes to find himself in, and that's where Nicholas Doby can find the holes. He can exploit those holes with his techniques and his range management, and Doby's going to be throwing knees, going to be throwing uppercuts, anything up the middle. Bonfim needs to worry about that chaos, because we love a chaotic fighter, but all it takes is one clean combo from Doby, and next thing you know, you're going to be waking up in the back. Don't sleep on Doby, but Bonfim is a hell of a fighter in this one. It's going to be a hard fight for Doby. We'll see who wins. All right, folks, next one up, Rodrigo versus Dantel, and this one's a fun one, folks, because it's a rematch. In the first fight, Nascimento gets it done by submission. The question begs, will Dantel have anything for that? Will he be working? Will he be grinded? Is he going to come out in some wrestling shoes, D1 Dantel, and actually put Nascimento on his back? Or will he be maintaining range and just trying to land big bombs, avoid the takedowns, avoid the submission threat that Nascimento is going to present? Or will history repeat itself when we see Nascimento with another submission? Personally, I'll give this one to you for free, folks, and by all means, I'm going to take a step back, because if you want all the picks, you want all the insight, you want all of our betting odds, and as well as you want the prop lock, I'll give you mine right here. It's Rodrigo Nascimento by submission, but if you want Derrick's, you need to hit the Bloody Water podcast. On to the next one. Next up, folks, we got Kaio versus Magomedov. And if you know anything about me, you know anything about my betting in the past, I've been sleeping on Kaio. I'm not afraid to admit it, but this dude has rose to the occasion. He's no longer the cringy fighter that a lot of people are scoffing at. This dude's a real deal, dog, going up against Magomedov, whose last loss aged very, very well against Sean Strickland. You can see it right here. He gets knocked out. But when you go in with that kind of enthusiasm, with that kind of reckless abandonment, where you're just dumping the gas tank at the beginning, you better be ready to fight the full 15 against a fighter like Strickland. But now the same thing goes for Kaio. Gas tank all day long. Will we see the backpack come out for Kaio? Will he just lock him up and control a boost? Because a lot of people are taking this as a classic grappler versus striker event, but I'm here to tell you it's a lot more than that. Kaio has the hands. He's been working. He's been getting ready. He has a nice stiff jab. If Abus is able to control the range, control that teep kick, throw those things up the middle, we could see a different outcome right here. Personally, though, I think we're going to see a ragdoll kind of style of fight out of Kaio. If Magomedov is able to maintain that range, though, we'll see if something kind of switches up there for Kaio, and if he's able to maintain any kind of composure on the feet, he's going to have a hell of a mountain against him in Magomedov. Let me know what you think down below in the comments, and let me know who you're betting on. On to the next one, folks. Next up, we got Rodolfo Vieira, the black belt hunter, versus Arman Petrosian, man. And this one right here, this is the classic striker versus grappler. We got the grappler in Vieira, and we got the striker versus Petrosian. The question begs, who's going to be the better man that night, who's able to control the pressure, control the prowess, and actually contain their composure in order to actually get the best things going. Because if Petrosyan finds himself on the ground with Vieira, it's going to be a hell of a fight, man. And the same thing, if Vieira finds himself round 2, round 3, breathing hard after a whole bunch of takedowns, but he's not able to secure the takedown and secure the submission against Petrosyan, and Petrosyan is working the teep kicks, working the working the question mark kicks, working those long rangy strikes he does best at, we could see a hell of a performance out of Petrosyan. My only pause for concern for Petrosyan is the fact that I expect this fight to go a lot like his fight with Kaio, where you can see it right here. He lost the decision, and if he's able to not be controlled like Vieira's going to want him to, I expect big things out of the Petrosyan corner. But same thing for Vieira, if he's able to get this fight to the ground, control it, get a submission, could be an easy night. Let me know what you think down below. On to the next one, folks. We got Little Bonfim. I shouldn't call him Little Bonfim. He's just a smaller of the weight class. Ismael Bonfim versus Vince from Hell Pichel. And if you know anything about Vince Pichel, at least recently, you think this guy, he's only got some knuckles. He's only willing to stand and bang. But Vince Pichel knows how to get it done everywhere, man. Whether to take the fight to the ground, whether it's a washing machine, or whether it's a barn burner, us standing toe-to-toe and swinging for the fences, Vince Pichel is going to be there for that fight. And this is a hell of a test for Bonfim. A lot of people are banking on Bonfim on this one, but don't let the name fool you, folks. He has the skills in order to get things done. Yeah, he's not perfect like his brother, but he is still 19-4, and that's nothing to scoff at. With the speed and the technical prowess that Bonfim presents, he can get this one done on the feet, but I expect him to want to stand and bang, stand and trade, and that's what's going to make it a very fun fight, and that's why it's opening up the main event, folks. Alrighty, folks, and that's going to do it. Like I said, this is the Quick Hit series. We're trying to get things done in 5 minutes or less, but if you want the full breakdown, you want our full picks, and you want our money line odds, everything we have, all the greatness we have going over at the Bloody Water Podcast, you need to hit that link down below and make sure you go over there and subscribe. But if you're not subscribed here first, make sure you hit that button. Leave a comment for me down below of what you want to see next, and I'm going to see you on Fight Night, man. Let's go win this money, all right? Peace.
Bearsy?